You're most welcome to my YouTube channel once again, and I'm here to give you information, most especially concerning on how to use different AIs. And on this note, we're going to use ChatGPT on creating HTML, PHP, and JavaScript codes for anything that you would want. In this case, we want to see how do we generate all these codes in one place. Okay, let's dive into and say ChatGPT. ChatGPT, we're looking at when we can go here and say ChatGPT. Open ChatGPT, it's going to give us the ChatGPT. So when we go to ChatGPT, of course, we have our dashboard here for ChatGPT, and we are specifically looking at how best we can create this code. And these codes, definitely you can command ChatGPT and creating all different codes that you'd want. In this case, I am going to use an example of, let's say, write a full complete HTML, PHP, and JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript code for a scientific, let's use a scientific calculator. Okay, calculator. Okay, I'm using this calculator, but you can always create whatever you need. So in this case, we're saying create a full complete HTML, PHP, and JavaScript code for a scientific calculator. In this case, we want to see really how we create all this with much more ease. Okay, let's get running. As it runs down, in less than 10 seconds, we are able to have our script. Okay, our code. We already have our code right here, and this takes just less than 10 seconds, and you already have your full codes. Guys, ChatGPT came in to save our life, save our time, save our hassle of creating all this that we need. Definitely the code is right here. Guess what, guys? We already have our code. But where are we going to use our code? We copy the code here. We come here and say CodePen. Okay, CodePen. Okay, the CodePen. Let's look at CodePen. We are looking at the CodePen AI, and this CodePen, of course, is what we are using to create what we are going to be creating. Okay, so in this case, we say start coding. When you get the CodePen here, you create on start coding, then you come here and drop everything right here. Now, as you drop everything right here under the HTML, you will see how this has been, made. So this is how the HTML, remember, all the codes were all added together. So you see the calculator is not well done. So what I do, I go back here and say, let's command again and give another command. Okay, we would say make the buttons. Okay, make the buttons in four columns. Okay, in four columns. Okay, let's see what we need. So we are changing it, but using the same command, using different command to make sure that our calculator is well done. Okay, it's right here. Let's see how far it is. It's still creating. I used an example of creating a calculator so that you see how best simple to create all these codes. I know most of you would be learning on how to do coding, learning on how to create things, especially using ChatGPT. So I copy my code here, I come back here, I say I click Ctrl A and Ctrl V to get a new code. So let's see how the new code is going to behave. Look at this, guys. You see how the code is smartly done. So even now, it's not yet complete the way we want. We come back here and we command again. I say here, look, make the display screen gray color with black text at 100%, let's say 100% full width, okay, full width in the column. Let's see how it is going to be running. You remember, I am making my calculator, and this calculator is the scientific calculator. So guess what? The code is being generated here as per our command. Remember, ChatGPT will take the command as you have given it in. So make sure your command is proper and clear. And remember again, it definitely gives you what you have given it. So we copy this code again. We come back here to our CodePen. I will say Control A and Control V just to remove the other and then put the new code. So let's see how it is creating my calculator. So you can see that my command is my display screen has changed to what I want. My calculator is not yet done. So here I am going to change my command and say make the width of the display screen equal to that of the buttons, okay, of the buttons. Let's get moving. Guys, you see, this is very simple. Gone are the days where somebody sits and makes codes, which was very hectic, very troublesome, and very, very stressful, okay? But guess what? Within less than, let's say 10 minutes, I'm able to create what I want, by changing my command and giving the right commands to ChatGPT. Guess what? Let's go back here and I will copy this and I'll come back here. Remember, this is Control A and then Control V for the new code to take effect. Look at what is happening. Now, you see, this is where now how the calculator is done. Why are you seeing a difference here? Because there must be one command that I didn't make right, okay? But let's continue our command to make sure we get our full calculator. Let me say make the equal button, let's say equal button, bigger than all other buttons, okay? Let's see what will happen on the equal button. Let's get moving, let's get running. Our code must be ready. Remember, you must be patient to make sure the whole code is fully generated. Great, our code is ready. Let's go back and we change here and say Control O and then put our button here. Let's get our code done and see really how this is going to be. Look at this. Can you imagine? This is the equal button. Okay? The equal button is right where it is needed. I made it bigger. So in this case, you can command and make sure that your calculator is all perfectly done. Okay? We said make the columns 4 columns. let's go back and say make the buttons in 4 columns. Okay, 4 columns, just to make it smart, guys. Just make it smart, and let's say whether it's going to make it very smart in a way that we need it. Remember, we are trying to develop a scientific calculator. I use this as an example because you can easily grasp of what I am creating at this moment. Wow, guess what? In less than 10 seconds our code is ready. Okay, so let's get this code and see how it's going to change our scientific calculator. Great, I've inserted the code and let's see how it is going to be. Look, see how this calculator is done. You see, now my changes, the changes I have made, you've seen that it gives each and every change on this calculator that we are making. Okay, maybe I can say this, I can kill it out. Okay, maybe I can say 8 times, you know. This is something I was just trying to show you how something is simple and can be done. Okay, this is 8, this is 5, this is 8, this is 9, this is it, and we have our calculator right here. Of course, you need to make sure your codes are well aligned by your command. When we go back here, it's about our command. If there's any problem in our command, you have to make sure that that problem is well sorted and make sure it is well done. So thank you so much, guys. That's how simple we get our coding, especially in making a calculator. And I made it very simple for you to see how we pick this calculator and then drop it here where at CodePen.ai .io that makes you get to what you want. So thank you so much. You can always make your calculator smarter by how you want it. I was just taking you through on how simple we can make it. So out there, you can smarten it by your own command. Thank you so much and all the best. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and let's get to learning.